got my Dunkin' Donuts coffee with my hash browns and my sausage, egg, and cheese on a toasted croissant. So I'm in a good mood. And me being this cheery at 6:36 a.m. is a lot. But it's a beautiful day. I'm driving to work. Sucker want to be driving. All right. Don't worry, boo-boo. You know I hate when I'm trying to pass somebody and then they try to speed up. And of course, it's a Jersey driver. But it's okay. So, because I'm going to speed up right behind you, boo-boo. Because I got to go to work. I work at a hospital. And got to save lives today. So, Jersey, you're going to have to either move a little faster or you're going to move over. You're going to do one of the two. So, this morning, I just wanted to get on here real quick because last night I was listening to someone and I was reminded about how we should not put our lives on pause for anyone. No human. And I learned this advice actually several years ago, and I really worked hard to put it into practice because I am a former people pleaser. I was formerly generally insecure, and I don't know other stuff, but it's too early in the morning to think about what the other things are. But my thing is this, you know, the one constant that we can guarantee on is that life continues with or without you. And because people are going to pass away, things are going to get old, new people are going to come on the scene. Like, life is constantly moving. The air is always moving. Birds always flying. The sun keeps coming up. You know what I mean? So it's like you're either standing still or you in motion with the ocean. And so a long time ago, I was given advice like that, to never put your life on pause for anyone. Don't wait for people. Whether someone is in your life or out of your life, they're exactly where your life needs them to be. And those pieces of advice I have taken really to heart. I really have tried to implement them, because you know the thing about it is when you have your feelings involved, like whether it's family, friends, a love interest, you know, or even if it's business, you know, it's easy to allow our emotions to dictate our actions and be in denial of it, you know. I've been guilty of that. I mean, I'm only a human. I got feelings, you know. I finally got in touch with my feelings last year, so now I'll be all up in the fields. But feelings don't serve a good purpose in a way when it comes to making big life decisions. Like, you got to use your brain. And so, but when it comes to relationships and things like that, you have to be able to look, like, and I mean, like I said, the relationships, like a business relationship, friendship, love interest, like romantic relationship, familial relationships, like, sometimes you gotta look at the big picture and think to yourself, like, evaluate your current situation and be like, is this right for my life right now? Where am I trying to go? How is this benefit? It's helping me become a better citizen, you know? For me, I'm like at a crossroads with certain things, and then with other things, I'm seeing the pathway more clearly now. And you know, I made a post on my Facebook page yesterday about how I'm tired of settling for certain areas of my life, because I'll go into these little like ruts sometimes, and you know, sometimes you just get so tired of having to push so hard and keep pushing and trying and grinding and hustling, because you just want to see the light at the end of the road already. Like, how much longer I gotta keep doing this before I see something? And it's like you start thinking that all your work is in vain, or it's not worth it anymore, because it's like it's probably gonna stay the same. There ain't nothing new out here anyway. God says ain't nothing new under the sun. So you just start getting like dwelling on that in that negative space, and then that's when you start like settling and for the okie doke sometimes. And we can't do that. We gotta keep pushing because there is fruit with our labor. There really is, and it's just not gonna be in our time frame because we live obviously in an instant society where we want it right now. So impatience is a real thing, but any good reward, anything that's worth having comes from patience and diligence and persistence, and persevering. And so that's where I'm at, because there's some things that I wanted to do and some things that I've been doing but like shy about talking about it, publicly or whatever. Like I just got to get over myself just a little bit more. So, and then when it comes to people in your life, you can't worry about who's gonna stay or who's gonna go, because honestly, when you're grinding, when you're trying to better yourself, you're gonna lose people along the way, because now you no longer share the same dysfunction that you shared with some of your friends in the beginning. And low-key, you got some of them quote-unquote friends, they were never really your friends to begin with. They were loyal to you for what you could do for them, and you may have not realized that initially. You're going to find out when you start succeeding, you realize who's really not happy for you. Then you're like, oh, word? I've been your bestie for 20 years of my life, and then this is how you do me? And then you have to have the courage to walk away, and it's hard when you're emotionally invested in someone. When you have people that have had that you thought had your back for all these years, or you got a business partner that you've known, or that was your friend growing up. I don't know. It could be anything, really. But it's like, we have to learn to separate our emotions from reality sometimes and look at the big picture. And that's where I'm at once again. But it's just like a reminder to myself and to you guys, whatever's for you is for you. If you really want something, you really do got to work for it. Nobody owes us anything in this lifetime. And honestly, if somebody really wants to be in your life, regardless of what their relational status is to you, they can catch up with you on the road to destiny. Because you only got one life. Sometimes we get a do-over. We get hit by a bus. We on that life support. The Lord might be like, you know what? It's not your time. I need you to still do some work for the kingdom. And so I'm going to let you stay over here. And you're going to, it's going to hurt. But what growth doesn't have pain in it, right? So that's it. I'm no scholar, you know what I mean? But I've learned a lot in my time that I've been on this earth so far. And as I've gotten older, I've really come to value peace a lot more. I've really come to value, I've come to value standards, morals, and values. And I've come to really appreciate myself more, and have learned to be a little kinder to myself, because I have a tendency to be very hard on myself. But I just learned to appreciate the little things, just little things, and because honestly, everybody dropping like flies. Like, there's so much chaos in this world and so much stress, and so if I can create my own peace, I do. Like, even at work, I'm reminded about why peace in your life is so important, because my coworkers are miserable and complain all day, 8 hours a day. And I'm like, is there anything? Yesterday I said to my supervisor, is there anything positive going on? Do you even like people? You know what I mean? So, I said to her, I said, my mom gave me a piece of advice once, growing up, saying, you never know the intentions of anyone's heart, but you also don't know what people are going through. So just be kind. Just be kind. It's not that hard. It really isn't. but it will seem hard for those people who are bitter and resentful, who are going through something. It'll just seem like it's too much when it really isn't. But anyway, going on and on. But hope you have a great day, great Thursday, and enjoy the rest of your week, folks. I'm almost at work, so another day, another dollar. All right, take care.